Now to our top story, 4 people arrested for the gruesome murders of the Rhoden family in Pike County.
Yeah, yesterday's announcement was more than 2 years in the making. The 8 victims were found shot to death on the morning of April 22nd, 2016. There were scenes on 4 different properties. More than a year later, the Attorney General said his office was looking for information about the Wagner family who had moved to Alaska. And yesterday, the major break in the case when 4 members of the Wagner family were arrested.
Billy Wagner, his wife Angela, and their 2 sons, George and Jake, longtime friends of the Rhoden, now charged with their murders. NBC4's Olivia Fecto is following this case and is joining us live from the Franklin County Courthouse. Olivia?
Good morning, Matt and Monica. Members of the Wagner family have been suspected in this case for a long time, and now that they've been arrested, the 4 family members sit in different county jails. Jake Wagner is here at the Franklin County Jail, and like his parents and brother, he is being charged with murder. It's been 2.5 years now since 7 members of the Rhoden family and one of their fiancés were found murdered execution style. Officials say Jake Wagner fathered a daughter with one of the victims, and that custody of that child was possibly the motive for the murders. Investigators say the killers tried to cover up their tracks by tampering with surveillance cameras and the cell phones of the victims. But Pike County Sheriff Charles Reeder says the suspects did make mistakes.
They left a trail, the parts to build a silencer, the forged documents, the cameras, cell phones, all that they tampered with, and the lies, all the lies they told us.
2 other members of the Wagner family were also arrested for the alleged cover-up. Frederica Wagner and Rita Newcomb are in jail in Pickaway County. In a statement, an attorney for the Wagner family said in part, quote, "The Wagners eagerly look forward to their trials and to have their day in court so they can vindicate their names. The Wagners are also ever hopeful that in the ensuing months there will be a thorough vetting of all the facts. Moreover, we look forward to the day when the true culprits will be discovered and brought to justice for this terrible tragedy." The prosecutor said yesterday it will likely be several years before the trials for all 4 Wagners will be finished. Local for you at the Franklin County Jail, Olivia Fecto, NBC4.
Olivia, thank you. Now, NBC4 looked into the background of the 4 Wagners yesterday and found nothing on Angela Wagner. Now, the older son, George Wagner, the 4th, had a charge from a fictitious auto registration. Jake Wagner, a string of traffic violations, and 47-year-old Billy Wagner, who was arrested yesterday while hauling a horse trailer through Kentucky, had a 2001 gun charge and was charged with receiving stolen property in 2011. We also know that soon after the Rhoden murders, the family moved to Alaska. They rented a 3-bedroom house there for nearly a year. NBC4 investigator Tom Susie talked to their landlord.
Any idea where they went?
They told me they were going back to Ohio to clear their name. They just weren't real open about things. They said they were innocent.
Did they seem like dangerous people to you?
No, not at all.
The landlord says the Wagners were nice, but very secretive. Now, we will be learning a lot more about the investigation in the coming days and weeks, so stay with us on air and online at NBC4i.com for the latest.